I don't know what today is and what's up with it. 1975 popping up so much. But here we are. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. And if you're not watching day premiere, that probably doesn't make sense. There was two other videos I did today. They were from 1975. There was one from 1974. This one, 75, and 2006. And technically the single that we're listening to from the one from the 70s, the single wasn't released until 1976, so there was 30-year difference between the first album and the second album by one Mr. Paul Simon. Thank you, Mr. DJ Pope Jeff. I had to remember. He requested the second one, which is called their... What is it? It's off a surprise. No. It peaked at number 6. Where is it? Once Upon a Time, There Was an Ocean. It was written by Paul Simon and Mr. Brian Eno. And the first song is 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover off of Still Crazy After All These Years, which came out in 1975, like I said. One of his most popular solo records. It came out not four number one singles, but 4 top 10 singles. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, Gone at Last, My Little Town, which is credited to Simon and Garfunkel, and the title track, Still Crazy After All These Years, were all top songs that year. It won 2 Grammy Awards for Album of the Year and Best Male Pop Vocal Performance in 1976. And I lied. It was actually December 1975 is when 50 Ways came out. So, my apologies. Whatever. Thank you, DJ Pope Jeff, for the second song. And let's go. If y'all want to subscribe to help a brother out, click that icon right down there. I will link my Simon and Garfunkel playlist up there. It also has some solo Paul Simon stuff. I really enjoy his work. It touches me on a deep level, and it resonates. I don't know. It resonates with my brain and my heart at the same time. And I can't really explain the cognitive dissonance that happens, but it does, you know? All right. Enough jibber jabber. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon. 3, 2, 1, go. I can't fit both these titles in the title probably, so I'll put this one. Steve Gadd, I think.
The problem is all inside your head, she said to me. The answer is easy if you take it logically. I'd like to help you in your struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. She said it's really not my habit to intrude. Furthermore, I hope my meaning won't be lost or misconstrued. But I'll repeat myself at the risk of being crude. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. 50 ways to leave your lover. You just slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't need to be coy, Roy. Just get yourself free.
That's true.
Or hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get yourself free. Ooh, slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't need to be coy, Roy. You just listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get yourself free.
Get out of there. That harmony is nuts.
She said it grieves me so to see you in such pain. I wish there was something I could do to make you smile again. I said I appreciate that. And would you please explain about the 50 ways?
Gadd is
She
killing
said,
it.
why don't we both just sleep on it tonight? And I believe in the morning you begin to see the light. And then she kissed me.
little
And I
floor tom there.
realized she probably was right.
Dum.
There must be 50 ways to leave your lover.
Bum.
50 ways to leave your lover. You just slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't need to be coy, Roy. Just get yourself free.
That's awesome.
Or you hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get yourself
Drop
free.
off the key, Lee.
Slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't need to be coy, Roy.
That hi-hat is
Just
ridiculous.
listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get
Oh, it's
yourself
key and
free.
leave. Oh, now I'm sad. That's okay. Oh. Yo, Gad was on fire. Alright, so go back to Surprise. This was his final studio album for Warner Brothers. Brian Eno and Paul Simon. Who would have thunk it?
Once upon a time there was an ocean, but now it's a mountain range. Something unstoppable set into motion. Nothing is different, but everything's changed. It's a dead-end job, and you get tired of sitting there. It's like a nicotine habit. You're always thinking about quitting, and I think about quitting every day of the week. When I look out my window, it's brown and it's bleak. Out of here, how am I gonna get out of here? I'm thinking out of here, when am I gonna get out of here?
That percussion is
And
awesome.
when will I cash in my lottery ticket and bury my past with my burdens and strife?
They kind of go together,
Shake
like
every
thematically.
limb in the garden of
A little
Eden,
bit.
and make every lover the love of my life. I figure that once upon a time I was an ocean, but now I'm a mountain range.
That's awesome.
Something unstoppable set into motion. Nothing is different, but everything's changed.
2006, man. Oh.
Found a room in the heart of the city.
You can hear the
down
Eno
by
and
the
that
bridge.
talking head sort of stuff.
Hot plate and TV and beer in the fridge. But I'm easy, I'm open. That's my gift. I can flow with the traffic. I can drift with the drift. Home again.
Great
no,
line.
never gone home again. Think about home again. I never think about home. But then comes a letter from home. The handwriting's fragile and strange. Something unstoppable set into motion. Nothing is different, but everything's
His
changed.
voice is so, I don't know, man. It just speaks to me, like I said in the beginning. There's something about it. Oh, this is incredible, by the way. I'm totally lost in this. Sorry.
The light through the stained glass was cobalt and red, and the frayed cuffs and collars were mended by halos of golden thread. The choir sang once upon a time there was an ocean, and all the old hymns and family names came fluttering down as leaves on the ocean.
Like, who writes like
As
this?
nothing is different, but everything's changed.
What a line to sign off on. I gotta hear that one more time. Nothing's different, but everything's changed. Wow. Man. Oh, Jeff, you know how to pick a man. Holy fuck. It doesn't really hit you till the end there. It's just like, oh, wow. Like I said, he's just that good, man. Nothing's different, but everything's changed. Ain't that the ain't that the fucking truth, bro? That's so crazy. What a line. And it's kind of interesting how they pair together thematically. It's almost like that's the resolution to that song, to the first one. And I randomly just picked the first one because I wanted to, not just do, I wanted to like pair an old Paul Simon track with a kind of a newer one. That's what I've been trying to do lately. It's a good idea for a video for solo artists or just bands in general. Like play an old one, play a new one, see the differences, see the, similarities. And it almost felt like that was the resolution to the first song in a way. And just coming around full circle and realizing that you can change everything, but sometimes it doesn't, I've done the whole routine of people, places, things, as they call it in the rooms, and it doesn't work. Because wherever you go, you follow, You gotta change what's in here first. Well, actually, hold on. This first, then this. That comes next. And then you just kind of, either you sink or you swim. And a lot of people sink, unfortunately, especially nowadays. Sorry, George. It's the modern world is very hard to cope with. And I think Paul Simon, I don't know if he's still writing music to this day. I think, is he? I don't remember. I think you guys said he is. But a lot of the artists, I know that Peter Gabriel just came out with this final album too. I just would love to hear the 70s artists' opinion and their art that they would come up with the culture and climate of today, because no matter what, great creators are great creators. It doesn't matter how old they are. I mean, unless you get to that age where you can't do anything anymore, then I guess, then it does matter. But it just feels like you just always have that flame in you burning. And Paul Simon, it doesn't matter if it's 1976, 75 or whatever, or 2006, or maybe 2020. I don't know when his last thing came out. Let's see. Well, first, let me just say this. So Brian Eno did electronics and the sonic landscape. Paul Simon did vocals and acoustic guitars, electric guitars. What track was that? That was track 9. Leo Abrahams on fretless bass. James Hadid on percussion. Man, that's it. His daughter, Adrian Simon, I'm guessing, did vocals on one of the other tracks. It's called Father and Daughter. So, Paul Simon seems like a girl dad. You know what I mean? Girl dads, I guess, are different than guy dads because we're a little, more softer, a little more, I don't know, open to things. Because I know that I'm not a girl, you know what I mean? So I have to learn things that I as a guy growing up, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I gotta learn how to braid hair. I gotta learn to do all this stuff, and it's a little interesting. It's a little scary at the same time. You know what I mean? It's daunting, bro, but it's a challenge that I can take on, and I'm very excited to, I don't know, actually be a dad, because I know I have been, but sometimes it just feels like I don't know. Even though I'm with her all the time, it's hard to explain. It's a strange feeling. But I know that once these years are gone, then it's just going to be gone. And I'm just going to want and miss and kick myself. You know what I mean? That I wasn't, I don't know, there more. Even though I'm always there for the most part. It's just, I don't know. Parents, you got, I'm preaching to the choir. Y'all know. But there's just something about Paul Simon that makes you open up, man. That first song definitely had like abuse sort of, running away from things, breaking up with a toxic relationship, sort of thing. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And it's, like I said, it's so funny how those two pair together. I didn't plan that at all. I don't know if you agree that it thematically connects. I think it does in my own little head. But that one was from 1975, and it was the second single released, right? Oh, no, the third one, actually. That was Paul Simon on vocals, acoustic guitar. Track listing. What track is it? Track 4. Yeah, he did an acoustic guitar. Hugh McCracken did electric guitar. John Tropia. Okay, John Tropia on electric guitar. Tony Levin on bass. Steve Gadd on drums. Oh my god, he's got like a murderer's row. Ralph McDonald on percussion. Patty Austin, Valerie Simpson, and Phoebe Snow. I remember their names. I remember Valerie Simpson and Patty Austin. And then apparently Garfunkel popped up on My Little Town, so I guess that's why it's credited as Simon and Garfunkel. It was short and, kind of sweet sounding, but also almost like darker subtext to it. Because I know that no matter what, relationships can go bad. They really can. I've been witness to it firsthand, a couple times actually, and they just kind of, it's like a plant. If you don't water it and take care of it, it's gonna die. And it's just like anything in life, and you have to put work into it. And and you have to be a person or a man or a woman to enough to admit that if you're not pulling enough weight, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. You got to work together. It's all about compromise. And I think that's funny. When I was younger, I always used to laugh at the people who would argue so much and they were married and blah, blah. I never thought it'd be like that. No, it definitely is, it's just, nitpicking and nagging each other. And it's just because you love each other deep down. And sometimes you ain't got nothing else to do. I know that she's probably listening right now. She likes to mess with me, and that's fine. So honestly, all three of them do. Poor dad. I'm going to be like so teamed up against in like 5 years, bro. I just realized that, and I'm fucked. Oh, man. But if I honestly had to pick 2 of the songs, I would go with the second one. I loved the first one, to be honest. But that second one, there's just something to it. And that once that finale hit, man, I was almost in tears. I kind of was. I didn't like cry, but it was so good. It just brings tears to your eyes. That last line, it just stopped me in my tracks. And there's been so many Paul Simon lines like that just completely stop you in your tracks. You don't know what to do. And I've been talking for way too long probably about these damn songs. I'm so sorry, guys. I get ahead of myself. I just get talking. It's like Pac-Man, bro. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, sorry. Thank you again to our DJ Pope Jeff patron. That was awesome. And if you got any other Paul Simon tracks, leave it down below. I'll definitely check it out. And yeah, I think that's it. If I had to pick one, like I said, the second one, but the first one was sick with that Steve Gadd pattern, just basically over and over, and then he started riding the hi-hat. Very, very good. Very minimal. The acoustic guitar was great, and Paul translates a breakup very well, but like I said, a little bit of a darker layer to it underneath of it. The second song felt like an ocean. The sonic landscape of it was wild. Brian Eno is a master amongst mortals. And that's coming from somebody who's listened to Roxy, Talking Heads, Solo, Eno, all that stuff. He is spectacular, 100%. Like one of my favorite just producers, artists, whatever you even call him, man. He is just so talented in so many ways, and he can just make you feel so many things. Putting him and Paul Simon together is not fair. That should be illegal, because the combination of those two, that's too much power for 2 people. They need to be separated, guys. Sorry. I thought that was funny. But yeah, that was absolutely excellent. And I'm still here talking for some fucking reason, Lee. Go! Oh, you're still here? I forgot to tell y'all one thing. We have a really cool Patreon community. If you want to come join us, talk music, have a request, whatever, it's up to you, man. Join the $15 tier or up, you get 1 free request a month. We'd love to have you. Like I said, we have a really cool Discord. I've done a bunch of full albums of like the Beatles and some other bands like Blind Faith and everything. There's a bunch of videos on there, basically hours and hours of extra content. And there is also a PayPal if you want to send a request or a tip in that way. It's much appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later.